Hi, my beautiful light beings. Back with another channel message for you guys. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope, we are taking our time to continue purging, continue doing a lot of releasing so that we can be able to fully step forth into this new timeline, this new earth energy. It's definitely requiring a lot of the collective at this time. So if the energy feels crazy, please try not to absorb it as much as you can. Those of us like myself who are like legitimate empaths and we're extreme empaths, we feel it kind of without even trying. So just do your best to, as soon as you feel it, understand, try to differentiate what's yours, what's your own energy, and what is the energy of others that are projecting onto you. But yeah, just want to send everybody love, light, all of that good stuff. I've been, we're in this, it's a full moon, feel me? We're in this energy, and please understand, like, this right now is really a time for like really intense release. So if you have some attachments and some built suppressed emotions and things like that you haven't truly freed yourself from, you haven't truly forgiven yourself and forgiven others, just do it. It's a lot easier, it flows a lot better if you just really pour into yourself in that sense and just allow yourself to have the opportunity to just let all of that go. Yeah, it's been a lot of rest time at this point, like as far as what we should do. Even for myself, like the past few weeks, I've had to make a lot of, it wasn't even tough, but I had to make decisions and really stand 10 toes about it. And that's what this channel message is really about, is understanding that it's okay and you shouldn't feel guilty for choosing to elevate yourself, especially when you've put in the work and done a lot of things. So for me, and I know a lot of the collective can relate to it, because those of us who are operating on the same frequency, we are all kind of required to do the same thing. But for me, I've really had to process and deal and be okay with the fact that I'm no longer in survival mode. And I can no longer associate myself in the sense of like remain extra close and connected to those who are still in that survivor's mindset, because it's just always going to be just you being at odds energetically and not being in alignment. And right now, especially entering into 5D, those who are in here, those who are trying to maintain this frequency, it's very, very strict on this, within this frequency. If it's not energies who are actively healing, if it's not a situation where people are choosing peace, choosing love, like, doesn't mean you're choosing to be pussy or choosing to be weak, but it takes a lot of strength to walk away or show restraint when it comes to lower vibrational situations. But the best thing that you can do is finally come to the decision where it's okay for you to remove yourself. It's okay for you to distance yourself. It's okay for you to do that. And yes, people are going to feel offended. They're going to be upset. They're going to feel like, oh, you think you're better than this, and you think you this and the third. And that's not even the case. It's just that we operate on different frequencies. And the only thing that's going to happen is that if you are not willing to heal or to operate or to grow or to elevate yourself, then I'm going to have to consistently lower my frequency in order to even connect with you still. And that's what the thing is. It's just that it's okay, like, to say goodbye when it's time to say goodbye. Like, for me, I'm not from this country, And when I moved here, like, I moved to the hood, like, you feel me? So obviously I had to, for the sake of survival, I had to adapt and you know, do my best to blend in. And yes, I've gained a lot of survival skills, and I've gained a lot of street knowledge and a lot of awareness about just the reality of life in a lower vibrational sense. But to be honest with you, when you get to that point where you have healed and you have elevated in consciousness, you no longer, and you don't operate out of survival mode, you no longer want to surround yourself with that kind of environment or that kind of frequency, because the entire point of those type of environments is to keep you in that low vibrational state, to where you don't feel like you want to elevate, to where you don't feel like you can do anything or be anywhere other than where you're at right now. And I just had to distance myself completely, because not even distance myself, I just chose to say goodbye. And it's been an extremely freeing thing, because, you know, a lot of us who like, yeah, we here, but we not really, this ain't really the shit that we on. These ain't become too engulfed in that reality and in just that frequency period. It's kind of like, damn, do I feel like I'm betraying my community in a sense? Do I feel like, you know? And what I realized is that the best thing that especially for our people, the best thing that you can do is to free yourself. Because the more of us that ends up out of there, the greater it'll be for us. The more of us that steps out of that that trap, so to speak, that way of living, that way of being, it is intended to, again, it's intended to trap you. It's intended to keep you burdened and feeling hopeless and angry and in pain, and just constant reminder of just like poverty and a lack state of mind. So it's really, really important that we understand what the point is. It's not about the people, you understand? But the thing is that unfortunately, when vessels stay in a certain type of environment for a really long time and they choose to embody that fully, sometimes it will be about the people. You understand what I'm saying? And those particular vessels, especially those who are not actively working to improve and heal themselves, it's always going to be a situation where they'll be the main ones that are trying to actively keep you in that state. You understand? So it's a fight. It's definitely a fight. I wouldn't say it's not an easy thing, but understand that once the reality sets in for you, like, yo, I don't have to do this. Like, I could dead ass choose myself. I could choose to be better. And it's okay that I'm choosing better. It's okay that I'm living better. It's okay that I want better for myself. Then get the fuck. Get on. Because if you don't get on, you're going to end up fucking yourself. And that's what I've had to learn these past couple months is really knowing that it's okay for me to move forward. Knowing that it's okay for me to not hang around with certain things. It's okay. I don't have to do certain things to try to not fit in a sense, but make others feel comfortable. And that's what I've had a problem doing pretty much my whole life, was just lowering my intellect to make others feel comfortable, suppressing how my true nature in the sense of like the well-roundedness of who I am, the fact that I'm very aware of certain things. I'm very tapped into other cultures. I'm very accepting of a lot of things. I had to suppress all of that because I couldn't truly express myself without, you know what I'm saying, some type of negative response. And the reality is that it's due to the environment that I associated. I thought that I had to keep associating myself with. Even when I did move out of that, I'm like, no, let me come back and still vibe with da-da-da. I can still hang in with these niggas. I can still do this and the third. And the reality is that you can't. You can't and you shouldn't. You understand? And it doesn't make you no sellout. It doesn't make you nothing. It just makes you an evolved being. And enough of you feeling guilty or feeling some type of shame because, again, you're choosing better. And it takes for you to move yourself out of a certain environment so that you can see clearer. You understand? That's what it takes. No, I'm not gonna make this one long. This one gonna be short. But this is the time. This is the time. That's the message. It is time. It is time. It is time to step away from the survival state of mind. And it is time for you to forgive yourself for all of the things and the person that you had to be in order to survive and get up out of that. You understand? Sometimes being in survival mode will turn you into a whole other type of being that you don't necessarily want to be in. And sometimes it forces you to do dark things that you don't necessarily feel within your heart that you know is right, but you have to do it for survival. You chose to do it for survival. If you do not have to live like that anymore, it is okay to say, you know what? I'm good on this aspect of my life. I choose a little bit better. I want better. I want this and the third. And it's going to come with some grief. It's going to come with a little heartache, because you're going to end up having to separate from people that you care about. You're going to have to stop going around certain places that you love to frequent. But it's okay, because guess what? That is just one aspect of life. You have a whole other world, whole world out there that you need to explore. But you will not be able to tap into that until you choose to free yourself in that sense. Love yourself enough to know, hey, it's time to go. Because if I don't go, it's going to end up fucking me. And I can't have that. So yeah, that is the message for the day. It's not, I'm going to try to keep these messages a little shorter sometimes. Because I'm in a mode of absolute self-love right now. And sometimes this is the first time I'm experiencing like just fully engulfing myself into just the aspect of self-love and understanding that how important it is to pour into oneself. So even the videos and stuff that I'm putting out, I'm not exerting much energy, because I have to now preserve all of that for myself. You understand? And that's just what it is. But yes, take this as a confirmation. Sit with yourself. You know, start writing letters to your past self. Start writing letters to your future self. You know what I'm saying? And just flow within that. You know what doesn't serve you anymore. You can feel it. And let you choosing better, even if it's just you alone choosing better, even if it's just you out your friend group, you out your family group choosing better, let that be motivation for others who want to do the same thing but haven't found the courage just as yet. So yes, I love y'all. Sending y'all nothing but peace and blessings. You feel me? Man, we here. Let's get to it. Because I'm here for all the abundance that's coming in. You feel me? That's why I'm preparing myself, and I'm keeping myself to keep me to me. You feel me? I ain't giving shorts that don't give. Anyway, I love y'all, and I'll tap in with the next video.